So many guys struggle with making decisions. I know I did for many years. Whether it's small decisions or bigger decisions. You just hesitate so much. It makes you so anxious. You're thinking of all the things that could go wrong and potentially all the things that could go right. And that intimidates you. You know, it's not just the fear of failure for many guys. It's also the fear of success. What if this works out and I can't handle it? Then what? Will I come back? So decision making as a subject is a very interesting subject because it's not talked about very often in the self-improvement space. And it's something that I want to discuss with you guys today because in life you're going to have to make decisions, small or big. And how do you know if you've made the right decision? And I want to start off by answering this. You won't know. You won't know if you've made the right decision. Even when everything looks perfect and, okay, this will match here and this will, even when all the indicators align and everything seems like it will work out, even then, you don't know if it's going to be the right decision or not. You just don't know. And not knowing should not induce fear into you. It's okay. That is the nature of life. Even weather forecasters, some of the brightest scientists, get it wrong sometimes. They may forecast that it will be a sunny day, 30 degrees. Next thing you know, it's 19 degrees Celsius and it's chucking it bucket loads of rain. It's just the way it is. I'm a trader. I trade foreign exchange. And even with my own trades, sometimes the setup looks juicy. Everything is aligning perfectly. All the confirmations are there. And the trade still goes against me. Such is the nature of life. Okay? It's unpredictable in nature. That shouldn't scare you. Come to terms with that. Accept that. Now, in terms of making decisions, one thing I've realized is that in order to trust your decision-making ability, you have to make more decisions. You have to. And then you get a ratio going. Okay, most of the time, I get it right. Maybe it's 60-40. 60% of the time, I get it right. 40% of the time, I don't get it right. But the more decisions you make in life, the more you start to identify the ratio. In the early stages of your life, it will be either 50-50 or 60-40. But as you mature as a man, you will notice that your poorer decisions become less and less. And your better decisions start to increase. Sometimes that's because you fell flat on your face and you learned that was wrong. I'm never doing that again. You know, and sometimes it's because someone advises you. As you mature, you realize, okay, let me put my ego to one side. I don't know everything. And maybe this gentleman right here with 20 years on me knows a little bit more than I do. And so your decision-making ability improves because other people are also advising you. Okay? And by the way, asking people is a good thing. Now, just because you ask other people for their opinions on a certain thing, it doesn't mean that they make the decision for you. Take all of their opinions on board and then make your own decision. So this way you don't feel like it wasn't yours. Maybe you're contemplating moving to a different state or a different city. And you're like, man, shall I? But everything's good here. My friends are here. It's my comfort zone. Shall I? And then you speak to a friend and he tells you, bro, why are you moving? You've got everything perfect here. You speak to another friend and he says, man, what are you doing here, bro? Life is, you know, short. There's so many other places to go and be and and so many new people to meet and foods to try. And so you're conflicted. You're like, I don't know, if I leave here, then I've left something good. What if I move to a place and I don't enjoy it? What if? And it's up to you to sit down and reflect. But I would always say that when it's scary to jump, that's when you have to jump. What is the worst case scenario? This is another question that you need to ask yourself. When you're about to make a decision in life, big or small, whether it's moving to a different state or buying a suit, what is the worst case scenario? What is the worst case? If you're buying something and you don't like it, if you've got a receipt, you can send it back if they accept returns. If you move to another state and you've been there for a few months and you still haven't found your feet and you absolutely hate it there, well, then you can always move back. I mean, people create this awful movie in their mind of what could unfold if it doesn't work out the way they intended it to. And so they never attempt the move in the first place. And that is what's truly tragic, when you never attempt the move out of fear of everything collapsing around you. Attempt, try. Take that swing. See where it could take you. You never know. So many people have met the woman that they're now married to on the way to a place, at the airport of a place that they've just moved into. You know, you never know who you're going to meet, whether it's your romantic partner or someone that you end up doing business with, someone that hires you for a job. I'm a big fan of doing things that are uncomfortable and not waiting for the perfect time, because the time will never be perfect. It won't be. You might be telling yourself right now, well, let me wait until I've saved up a little bit more money, then I can move. Well, sometimes moving before you're ready, before you have the money that you want, puts you in a position where you can make a lot more money. Maybe you leave your crappy job in Pennsylvania and you move to New York, and you end up earning a lot more in New York. Now, granted, it's more expensive, right? But you end up building connections that just propel your career so much quicker than you would have experienced had you stayed in Pennsylvania, for example, right? So if you're in the UK, maybe you move from, I don't know, Leicester to London, and you realize, fuck, man, this is a big move. You know, now I'm experiencing, you know, a much more fast-paced environment. There's people here that just want to take things to the next level. Your environment can make you or break you. And you have to force moves. This is something I've realized. In the world of football, when there's transfer activity going on, sometimes the player says, I want to move. Allow me to talk to other clubs. I want to force this move. And it's the same thing in life. We have to sometimes force a move. And we only find out once we've forced that move and things are up and running. So force that move. Give it a go. See what happens. Take it to the next level. Okay? Make that decision, man. Life is short. It really is. Make that decision. See you in the next video.